I was a rebellious teenager. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this video. I just want you to feel included. Don't feel left out. You are so much loved. The elephant in the room today is teenage dramas, teenagehood dramas, teenager dramas, dramas in the teenagehood, dramas for teenagers, whatever you pick. I thought it's an interesting topic because as we are looking at ourselves grow up, it's always good to just look back and see where we've come from, and that teenagehood it's a good place to start. I am loved by the God of all. I am loved, yes, I am loved. Teenage dramas. Would you say you were a rebellious teenager? Would you say you were a teenager that gave your parents trouble? I want you to confidently look into this video and raise your hand and say, I was a rebellious teenager. As I was doing research, I saw that these tendencies of being rebellious come about because of the changes that you're going through at this season of your life. You are going through so many chemical changes. Chemicals are being released in your body. Your brain is still developing in some aspects, and so there's that likelihood that you will be rebellious, and it's totally okay. This is something new that the body is adjusting to, and you don't know even how to cope with it yourself, and now what comes out is you being rebellious. As a teenager, we are so used to having authority. We were used to having authority over us. Someone gets to decide what you wear, what you eat, a lot of things. And now you are becoming of age and you are discovering, by the way, I also have a say. I can decide something for myself. And now you don't know how to voice it, and probably it's when you say it, it's received as you being authoritative, you are trying to be rebellious. I think it's totally okay to be rebellious. Only now in this case, our guardians, parents, or whoever is above us should also meet us with some level of grace. I think that's how I put it. With some level of grace, where they understand that this person is trying to deal with new things in their body, and they don't know how to actually deal with it. And the moment that is clear, I think it's easier for even parents to understand their kids and not be mad at them, or point fingers at them. I say this because, God willing, some of you will be parents, guardians, uncles, aunts, or you'll have authority over someone, and this someone will get to a point where they are teenagers and they will come out as being rebellious at some point. And so if you understand them, I think you'll be in a better place to live with them and just guide them and show them, this is how we do it. I know you're feeling this way, I understand how you're feeling, but how about we look at things differently? I think the Gen Z is very lucky because they have that boldness to just talk about their feelings and express themselves to their parents or their friends. Like, they have that advantage, because I think for me growing up, and maybe the people that we are age mates with, that freedom wasn't there. Actually telling your parents how you feel, like, I feel like you're treating me like this, I feel like I need to do this and that. My friend, that was something that was left there. I think the Western culture, not here in Africa, but people are now understanding that it's necessary to listen to everyone. It doesn't matter if the child is 2 years old or 3 years old. As long as they have a voice and they are feeling things and they have a heart, they are feeling things and they need to talk about it. I don't know if I would say I was a rebellious teenager, but there are these times. I remember when we used to go back to school, high school visits. Teenage is usually a transition between maybe the last years of primary and now coming into high school. So when we used to go back to high school after being home for holidays, I really wanted to have, to smell good, and so a perfume was really necessary. I didn't see how I could go to school without a perfume. No, that can never happen. And I would get so mad because now maybe pesa imeisha and we bought some necessary things, yes, and now we don't have extra money to buy this perfume, and I would get so mad, you know. I would be so mad, and it got to a point Mom would tell me when we are leaving home, this is the money we are working with, so please brace yourself just in case pesa ishe. And now I'll start seeing what can I sacrifice so that I have a perfume. Okay, it was that bad. But this is to show that sometimes you even get mad over the slightest thing as a teenager, and you can't even say why you're mad. I think it's very important for us to just look back and see some of the habits we had as teenagers and how we'll do it differently. Ama how you would react if you saw someone under you, maybe your kid or your nephew, niece, whoever under you behaving the same way. How would you respond to that? So this video basically is just to ask us to be aware of those changes that happen during the teenage years, and try to understand anyone who is within that season of their life so that you can, you know, guide them. How would I respond if my kid or a nephew or a niece, anyone who is under my authority, behaved in a rebellious way? I think knowing now what I know, I would, you know, try to understand them and try to reason out with how they're feeling, because at the end of the day, once you give that person a chance to talk their feelings out, you know, they feel that they're not being taken as kids, you know, in as much as they are kids, you know, they feel like they have some say in what happens. So maybe giving them a chance to talk out their feelings and express themselves, you know, and sometimes even give them that authority, like to make some choices. Yeah. There's a day nilikuwa nimeenda, I had gone to buy something, and I saw this mom doing shopping for her kid. She was buying books and pencils, the stationery, and I remember she gave this kid money to go and pay at the cashier's desk. Yeah, and I think that's empowering the kid, because now this child knows, yeah, my mom trusts me with money and I can, you know, I can make decisions. And now this kid, when you trust them, like there's a way you give them confidence, and when they're going through things, it's easier for them to talk them out instead of, you know, channeling them out in a different and a very destructive way. So that's the much I'll say about teenage dramas. I don't remember much from my own teenage years, but I'll encourage us to go and just research, you know, try and figure out the changes that happen in our teenage life, not just the physical changes. I know we all know about that. I hope we all know about that. Just, you know, the other changes that happen in the mind, in the heart, and so much. Yeah, so that you're able to handle teenagers that come into your life with some, you know, with some love and some, guidance. Were you a rebellious teenager? Just let me know, and just think about how you do it differently. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, that's it. Bye.